Introducing me. Whilst we're all in the one spot, I thought I'd use this opportunity to introduce myself as your new Workstream Project Manager, and I'll answer any questions you might have in regards to Wave 1 of the project and the finance design solution we're currently developing. So here's me. My name is Isabel. I've lived in Sydney, been educated in Sydney, and worked in Sydney my entire life. Just give me one of those shirts, will you? I like to think I'm a positive person. I organise the future with lists and goals. I like being predictable. I attribute much of this behaviour to my childhood hobby, ballet. I danced very seriously from the age of 3 to 16, regularly performing a set 2.5-minute routine on stage solo from the time I was 6. As with any routine, nothing changes. A dancer can predict the future purely because they know exactly what will happen in the next bar of 8. So when I blanked on my performance, I was horrified. And while I stopped dancing, the spotlight was still on me, the music kept playing, the audience kept watching, and time kept ticking. With no backup plan, I ungracefully sprinted off the stage, and I remember thinking, why, oh why was this happening to me? I always somehow managed to be the forgetful one. The whole situation was unnerving because my confidence on stage and in life was dependent on my ability to predict the future. The following moments have defined my memory of the experience. As my ballet teacher pushed me back on stage to re-perform my routine, I came to the hideous realization that the world will continue to spin despite things not going to plan. Fancy that, hey? It was fate teaching me a goddamn lesson. So when I blanked out a few months later, I made something up and came off stage better for it. In the present moment, I, not the ballet gods, steered the future the way I needed it to go. Looking back, the outcome wasn't all that bad at all. Yes, it felt beyond my control, but I learnt of life's unpredictability, despite my desire to control it. Living in the present, being gutsy and adaptable to change, is more valuable in defining your future than actively planning for it. It was useful that time I realised I was doing the wrong uni degree, and when I figured out I was dating a dropkick. I hope it might be useful to you in the face of the uncomfortable restructure you're facing at TBT. Does this all feel beyond your control? Perhaps. Can you remodel it to suit you? Absolutely. The TB gods aren't throwing one at you, I promise. I'll be working with you to ensure your workplace transition is smooth and comfortable. I've been there, I get how you feel now, and I have no doubt in my mind that we will make this work. Now, let's open up the forum for discussion. A difficult decision, a short story by me. So I thought I would preface our meeting today with a short story to foreground a decision we have recently made with regards to the trip plan to Manila. For those of you who don't know, when I was 21, I got my first full-time job. I had spent 3 years studying architecture and had just commenced my first year of my master's degree. As far as I was concerned, life was on track and things were going as they were supposed to be. To cut a long story short, the job was exactly as I had expected. Horrible. That gut feeling when you know something isn't right is almost indescribable. Thoughts are fuzzy. Stomach butterflies are fluttering and your heart is hammering at 1,000,000 miles an hour. There was nothing worse than the feeling of disappointment and regret that I experienced when I realised I had probably chosen the wrong career path and maybe wasted 4 years of my life. I had another shot at another job and I still felt the same way. Being a future-oriented person, my plan of action for the future me had completely dissipated. I kept cringing at my past, questioning what on earth went wrong. In a leap of faith, I switched degrees entirely. I mopped up the pool of tears, the regret, the self-pity, and I steered my life off the course I had planned for it, and alas, here I am now. In hindsight, I'm glad I didn't wallow in self-pity for too long. If only I knew back then what the future would hold as a result of my decision. At the time, I honestly thought nothing would result. The decisions I made, the resignation, the change in career path, was for the best. So with this in mind, it is with great regret that I inform you that we have decided to keep you onshore as opposed to travelling to Manila in a week's time. It was a difficult decision to make, but I believe it is a decision made for the benefit of all stakeholders at TBT. Going live in June and August is our imperative, and we need to enable this by staying onshore and keeping everyone in the forefront of our minds. That feeling of elation when you're onto something good is wonderful, and the feeling of disappointment when the odds are against you is horrible. In hindsight, you and your colleagues will be grateful you stayed on shore. The company can only sufficiently restructure if we, the people working in it, are adaptable and supportive of what it is that it throws at us. We need to be open to the short and the long term and look forward to the future, which, with the restructure, is looking to be an exciting time. Like Dorothy, the future can take on a vibrant and more secure pathway if you allow yourself the grace to leave it to chance, not live your life in regret, and dare I say it, take a risk.